What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, guys?
What up?
Hey, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Let's get Rick and Morty. I don't know.
I was about to say, I love the shirt, Josh.
Josh is on one today. But guys, we have a very special guest joining us. It's been a while since he's come on, but he is making his return to the show to play some Fantasy Fortune today. We got Dan Rosier with us. Dan, we are so glad to have you. For those of you that do not know Dan, he is a fantasy football contributor over at Going for Two, and he covers DFS and best ball with Dynasty Rewind. You can find him on Twitter at the B League Says, or right here, right now. Dan, thank you for joining us.
I'm over the moon to be here. I didn't know this. Here's a fun fact for you guys. Jay actually told me when he approached me to come back on, he said, I would be the first ever two-time guest of the show.
Yeah, 100% true.
So that's why I came back. After the last time I was here, I was like, I considered sobriety. I was never going to quit fantasy football. I was done.
Everyone in the chat, keep your mouth quiet.
And this is why I came back. He said I'd be the first ever two-time guest. I'm chuffed to be here.
Incredible. Yes. Just truly amazing that you're the first two-time guest.
What an achievement by you.
Yeah, I'm
honestly, you should probably add it to your Twitter bio at this point. We got Scott in the chat. Says, sometimes I think about how I was banned from Fantasy Fortune due to sheer dominance. Yep.
You get out of here, Scott.
It really has been too long. It's been too long since Scott's been on the show. We got to get him on here pretty soon. Yeah.
And Craig, and you're saying we all think about that sometimes. Joey, what's up? Welcome. And he said, sometimes I come into the empty live chat and just scream at the top of my lungs. Sometimes. Well,
sometimes.
Craig's there for you. The chat's there for you, Joey. If you need to just come in here and scream, we can all feel it. Kaysen, hitting on some news I'm sure we're going to be talking about today. Says, yes, sir. Tyreek out of the AFC West. Big time W. I guess it depends on who you're a fan of. But, man, we're just going to get some real quick reactions. Dan, what does this mean for Tyreek Hill for you going over to the Dolphins with Tua?
Imagine being torn between choosing the Jets and the Dolphins. That's the first thing I want to say.
Imagine the Dolphins.
The Jets. No, listen, I think he's a very capable player that's going to make the most out of every situation that gets his way. He's very good. It seems to be the running theme today that McDaniel likes to get guys in space and use that yak, and that's what he does great. And I think it's great for him. I think I know people are going to be down on the whole idea of this for Jalen Waddle. I think this is great because that second year and then he gets more attention. It's going to open him right up again, isn't it? So it's good for both of them. I don't have a problem with it. Everyone's going to say two of this, two of that, but I don't think we've seen the best of him yet either. So maybe this brings it out of all three of them. So I think it's only a good thing.
I'm with you. It's a slight, just ever so slight downgrade for me for Tyreek Hill, and then Waddle might as well be even.
You're going from Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, and Travis Kelce, and I understand that that's going to be a loss, but what better way to see if you're standing on your own 2 feet in a team like that in a division that's still relatively open to a degree?
Yeah.
Why not? See where it goes.
Yeah. Josh, I wanted to ask you about Juju Smith-Schuster and the Chiefs wide receiver core. How do you view these guys with Tyreek Hill departing?
It's arrow pointing upward, no doubt about it. Tyreek Hill, he was demanding targets. He's the most electric guy on the Chiefs offense in the NFL, really, when it comes down to it. The playmaker for Patrick Mahomes. Now, Travis Kelce is kind of more or less a safety blanket. He's not making these big plays, so they are missing a spot. They need someone to make big plays. Mecole Hardman can do it, and Juju can do it. They play in different parts of the field. I know MVS is coming in, that he's visiting. He hasn't signed yet, but it's
Josh
for fantasy football.
Gordon.
It's good news for Josh Gordon, Melvin. It's good news for all the Chiefs receiving options.
I just can't quit you. I just can't quit
I can't quit Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon's stock went a little up, guys. Like I did a video where I did winners. I almost put in Josh Gordon just because he was nothing before. Now maybe he's something.
Why receiver 2 Corey Coleman? That's what we're doing again, right? Corey Coleman, wide receiver 2.
Forgot about him.
You signed that yesterday?
The failed Browns wide receivers are all going to the Chiefs to have their resurgence with Gordon and Coleman.
Shard Higgins.
Man,
they saw this trade coming. They thought, what better way to prepare for Tyreek Hill's exit than getting Corey Coleman?
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Perfectly
Did they actually sign him? That's hilarious.
Real fast, like in terms of Waddle, I do think it lowers him a little bit because he made his living on targets and receptions last year. He broke the rookie record for most receptions ever.
Thing, Josh.
He's going to be more efficient. The offense is going to be better. There's no doubt about it. But in terms of fantasy,
I think it does.
That'll lower him.
Yeah,
I gotta lower him.
all that volume. Like I was thinking the same thing when Simon was talking low earlier on it.
Yeah, no, I get that part as well. I guess I'm living in the optimism world. I think he's going to be fine. I just, without Hill, it would have been. I get the volume would have been there, but it could have been worse for him. He would have had more attention. I think that could have been problematic to a degree. But
it's the classic argument. Like is it better to be the number one receiver getting all the targets but getting all the attention, or is it better to be spread out a little bit?
Juju and AB,
and I think it depends. I think it depends.
To a degree, I mean, look, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they coexisted pretty well, right? Like, I think we can.
But Tua is not Joe Burrow, right?
That's a problem. Yeah,
I think Tua is better than he gets credit for. Let me ask you guys this: do you guys think Kansas City drafts a wide receiver in the draft?
Probably
early.
They will at some point.
Those are
first round
wide receiver. I don't know if they do a first round wide receiver though. I think I would be surprised if they drafted a first round wide receiver.
They're not in a bad spot to do it, though. What, back into the first, right?
Yeah.
Not the worst place to do it.
No,
if they could, they can. But
it's a good receiver class, not like an amazing receiver class. If one of these guys fall to him, I'm all about it.
They can grab him. Yeah. Guys, we got Mr. Scampers in here ready for the game today, but also saying what the hell is happening in the NFL. Yeah,
it's fun.
It's chaos.
I freaking love this sport.
Tom is saying the NFL is no longer the NFL. It is now the NBA.
Yes.
We're seeing teams are realizing they can trade players. It's not just picks moving around anymore, as Craig said right here. But, yeah, it's been wild. We got Albert in here. What's up, Albert? Glad to have you here. And, Jay, I saw this before the stream started, and I legitimately checked my nose for a booger, even though you would have no way of knowing if there was a booger on my nose. So you got it. What's up, Dame? Welcome in. Howdy to you.
There is a way
he
can see you. But I digress.
And Kaysen has a very important question for us. Josh, favorite episode of season 5? I know mine right off the bat.
This is an easy one for me. It's the favorite episode of season 5 is the first episode of season 5 with Mr. Nimbus. I think Mr. Nimbus is really funny and everything, but I love like the dog time traveling aspect where they're getting the wine. I love the first episode. It's my favorite episode of season 5.
Mine is the Planetina episode of season 5. Oh my God, that one punches you right in the stomach. Like you're not expecting it. And
it's sad.
Ooh, that one's brutal. That one gets you. I love that one. Are you a Rick and Morty fan, Dan?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know
about the show. I have no idea. I can't tell you. Nothing religious on mine, mate.
This is a football show, fantasy football, not Rick and Morty, so it's understandable.
I don't even watch football, man. I don't even know what's going on.
Justin, welcome, man. Justin is not as excited. He said, can't wait to watch Tua underthrow Tyreek by 20 yards.
Man.
It's a downgrade from Patrick Mahomes. None of us aren't saying that it's not, but I think it'll be all right. I think Tua is much better than what we've seen so far. And come here now, welcome in. Too. And listen to some players that Josh isn't drafting this year, apparently. Hunter Renfrow, Jalen Waddle, or Rashad Bateman.
You're probably right, because they're going to go higher than they should be. I mean, I'm just smart. I'm not an idiot.
Guys, before we get started with our game for today, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our guest Dan over on Twitter, go and fix that right now. He's on Twitter at the B League Says. It is right there below his beautiful bearded face. So make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter. After you do that, if you're watching this show, that means you are already on our YouTube or Twitch channels. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy and like this video. It's the easiest way to show your support for what we're doing over here, or show some sympathy for a couple losers that you feel bad for. That's another thing you could look at it as.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. Yeah, not all of us. There's 2 losers on this stream. Sure.
JL and Dan. I'm sorry, Dan. Today, you're not normally a loser, but honest, today you're playing against me.
If I remember correctly, I have the privilege of being the person that gave you your first win. Now, that was my debut saw you get your first win on the board, mate. So
on Quiplash.
I feel like I'm just.
Well, thank you. I needed it probably.
Keep giving, man. I just keep.
Maybe
giving.
I should be in more of a giving mood. You gave to me, Dan. If I lose, I'm gonna act like I gave you this win. But if I win, then you can act like you gave it to me. So win-win.
I am delightfully terrified right now. So we're gonna see what happens.
Let's get in there. Let's do
it, guys. Before we get started with our game, I'm gonna explain how this works. Today we are playing Fantasy Fortune. It is just like the popular TV show Wheel of Fortune, but with a fantasy football twist. Instead of spinning the wheel, contestants are going to be answering 50-50 NFL or fantasy-related trivia questions in order to guess a letter. If you get a question right, you will then have the opportunity to guess a consonant that is in our puzzle on the board. If that consonant shows up, you get to go again. You're going to do this until you get one wrong, letter or question, or you get 3 in a row correct, letter and question. At that point, you will have 5 seconds to solve the puzzle. If you don't get it, you're going to bank that money, but we're moving on to the next person. At any point during your turn, except after a question has been asked, you can solve the puzzle or buy a vowel. Vowels are going to cost you $100 a piece for each one that shows up on the board. And if you solve the puzzle, you're going to get a minimum of $1,000 added to your total bank. So if you haven't quite earned $1,000 yet in that round from guessing letters, you can still solve the puzzle and you'll add $1,000 to your score. The person who has the most money at the end of today's show will be our Fantasy Fortune champion. Are you guys ready?
I guess.
Yep.
No, I'm ready. I'm ready to win.
One last reminder, whenever a puzzle's up on the board, make sure you guys are in the private chat and not in the comments. Our viewers are significantly smarter than we are usually, and they're pretty good at solving those puzzles before we do. So just make sure you guys are over in the private chat and not in the comments. But if you guys are ready, I say we go ahead and get started. I predetermined the order. JL is going to be going first in today's show, followed by Dan, followed by Josh.
Perfect.
Okay. No toss-up puzzle today. We're just going to jump straight into puzzle number 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to load this up. As usual, the first puzzle is an NFL player. JL, would you like a question? Would you like to solve?
I need a question.
And I'm in the private chat.
Okay, JL, my question for you is in 2021, so this past season, who had more PPR fantasy points? And this is a good time to state it. Any of my questions about fantasy points will be PPR, 4-point per passing touchdown if it's a quarterback. So all questions will be that. I'll probably say it each time, but just so you remember, who had more PPR fantasy points in 2021? Was it Aaron Jones or was it Javonte Williams?
Javonte Williams.
I'm sorry. It was Aaron Jones had 229 to Javonte Williams 204.9. Dan, that means we are moving on to you.
By the way, good question to start out with. I was like,
Dan, would you like a question or do you think you can solve?
I need a question, mate. I can't solve anything.
Okay, my question for you is who had more PPR fantasy points during the 2021 regular season? Was it Devin Singletary or was it Cordero Patterson?
Cordero Patterson.
Cordero Patterson is correct. Dan, which letter would you like?
I think we're gonna go easy. We'll take the letter S. I think
that's a good letter.
Let's play it.
Oh, there are 3 S's. Dan, that's gonna add 1,500 to your round bank. In such a short puzzle, that's quite a few for the first letter.
3
now
letters?
Your options are you can solve, you can take another question, or you can buy a vowel.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Simon. I don't think I'd get this far. So I'm gonna take it. I'll look. I'm up 1,500. That's a win for me. I'll take another question. Let's have some fun with it.
Okay, another question. My question for you is: who had more receiving yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more receiving yards? Was it Kyle Pitts or was it DJ Moore?
Okay, Pitts.
I'm sorry. It was DJ Moore with a little bit over 100 more yards than him, around 130 more yards than Kyle Pitts this season, which means, Josh, we are heading on to you. Would you like to solve? Would you like a question?
I don't know this name still. I mean, you think the S's in the last name would help me, but they're not.
Oh, they're I know it. Damn it.
Oh.
Now you know it. I don't.
You got to hope it gets back to you, Dan. If these guys fumble their questions, you might get a shot.
No, it's okay.
Josh, who had more passing yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more passing yards? Was it Matt Ryan or was it Carson Wentz?
I almost went with a firm. I'll just go Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is correct with 3,968 to Carson Wentz 3,563. Which letter would you like?
Give me a T.
A T?
Yeah.
There are no T's in this puzzle, which means, JL, we're coming to you. Do you want to solve or would you like a question?
I need a question.
Okay. My question for you is: who had more receiving yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more receiving yards? Was it Terry McLaurin or was it Christian Kirk?
Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin is correct, and that one was honestly a little bit closer than I intended, JL, but you got it anyways. Which letter would you like?
I'll go with, I guess I will go with an N.
N as in Nancy?
Yeah.
There is one N, JL, going to add 500 to your total. Would you like to solve? Would you like a question, or would you like to buy a vowel?
I'll take another question.
Another question for JL. Okay, JL, who had more rushing yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more rushing yards? Was it Sony Michel or was it Derrick Henry?
Oh,
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry is correct by over 100 yards, or about 100 yards. It was a little bit less than 100
I was going to be. I just couldn't live with myself if I chose Sony Michel and it was wrong.
That's fair. Which letter would you like, JL?
I'll take an D.
D.
There is one D in this puzzle, JL. Going to add another 500. What would you like to do here?
I'll solve. I think I got it now. Miles Sanders.
Okay.
It is Miles Sanders. Let's get the lights flashing for that one. Nice job, Jay.
Thank you.
And we've learned a couple times this offseason when we're going through team trivia that this Eagles team led the league in rush attempts, led the league in rushing touchdowns, as we saw yesterday. They're a very rush-heavy team. So, John Luke, since you solved this one, where's your arrow pointing for Miles Sanders going into next season? They have a fairly busy backfield with multiple names, but it seems like when Miles Sanders is healthy, maybe he's the guy, or do you think this is going to be a committee?
I think this is going to be a committee. My arrow for him is pointing southeast, I would say. Southeast it would be the direction.
Is there a difference between southeast and southwest, I wonder?
Not really. Okay. I guess it would just be weird to point your arrow backwards. You're going forwards, you know what I mean? Left to right. This is the U.S.
It depends where you're living. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, no, Miles Sanders. I think that they'll likely still utilize a committee. I've been off Miles Sanders for a couple seasons now, and I just feel it even more now. I feel like his value is gonna just like get pulled out from under him. Either this season or next season. I'm not sure.
Dan, I see you nodding your head. Are you in agreement with JL on Miles Sanders? Yeah.
Philly terrify me.
That's fair. Josh, are you any more optimistic about Miles Sanders, or are you more in line with these guys?
I have some optimism because Miles Sanders, he was used poorly at the beginning of the season. The whole Eagles, they didn't know what they were doing. And then they went to this run first, let's not have Jalen Hurts try to win us or lose us games. And they went to a run first scheme. And that was kind of when Miles Sanders was hurt. When he came back, he was good. So I'm not drafting him high. He's still one of the last starting running backs I'm drafting, but I think there's some value to be found with him. Back end RB2 probably.
Him or Josh Jacobs, if you had to choose.
Josh Jacobs, no doubt.
Josh Jacobs,
not even close.
Him or Damian Harris.
That's close.
That's a good question. I'll take Miles Sanders.
What about you, Josh? You take Miles Sanders too?
Are we talking just for next year?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay, that's the context I was answering in.
Yeah, I'll take Miles Sanders.
Ramondre Stevenson scares me a hell of a lot more than the other backs in this Eagles offense in my eyes. And so I'll go Miles Sanders. I've seen enough from him. What's that? Did that confuse you, JL?
Yeah. Did you say Ramondre Stevenson was on the Eagles?
No, for Damian Harris. You were asking, would I pick Damian Harris or Miles Sanders? I was saying Ramondre Stevenson scares me a lot more.
I was like, did I miss that news? Because that's pretty big.
No, guys, we are going to move on to our next puzzle now. Puzzle number 2. And we've got a TV NFL player mashup. So this is a TV NFL player mashup. An example we did one time, it was a team, but It's Always Sunny and Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, but this is going to
Tim Patrick, Rick and Morty.
Tim Patrick and Morty was another one that we did.
I said Tim Patrick, Rick and Morty.
So this is going to be a TV show NFL player mashup. And Dan, that means we are starting with you. Shout out to Midnight on that last one as well. I know you guys already said it, but they solved it before anybody here. So Dan, would you like a question or would you like to solve?
I live for the question, my friend.
Live for the questions. Okay.
Question it up. Let's go.
My question for you is, which team had more total yards during the 2021 regular season? More total yards for a team. Was it the Tennessee Titans or was it the San Francisco 49ers?
You'd have to think San Fran. It's close. I think San Fran.
San Francisco is the correct answer with 6,387 to the Titans, 5,822. It's about 500 yards separating those guys. Which letter would you like, Dan?
Oh, let's say an N.
An N?
Yeah.
Okay.
An N.
There are 2 N's in this puzzle. That's going to add $1,000 to your round bank, Dan. So now you got a decision to make. Would you like to solve? Would you like to buy a vowel? Or would you like another question?
No, let's buy a vowel. Let's go an A.
An A. There are 2 A's in this puzzle. Going to subtract 200 from your score so far. But now we're coming back. Same question. Would you like to buy another vowel, or would you like a question, or would you like to solve?
Oh, no, I could not solve. I said that last time. I could not. Let's go another question.
Another question. Okay, your question. We are going to take a trip over to the Fanduel Sportsbook now. My question for you is, who is more likely, according to the Fanduel Sportsbook, to win the NFC? Is it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Los Angeles Rams?
Brady coming back. I would think.
What's it going to be?
That's a tough one. I would think that they're back on Tampa.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah. Let's make a mess of this. Let's go Tampa.
Well, Tampa is at plus 350 odds to win the NFC. Los Angeles is at plus 490. So, Dan, you are absolutely correct. It is Tampa Bay. Which letter would you like?
I don't know where I would go here.
Let's
I have no idea.
Word looks like a. I'm gonna go C. Let's go C. Let's do something weird.
C?
No, let's go C. Let's go C.
I am sorry, there are no C's in this puzzle, which means we are moving on to Joshua. Josh, you want a question or do you want to solve?
I want a question. I don't know what this is.
Okay, Josh, we are going to go back over to the FanDuel Sportsbook for your question. According to the FanDuel Sportsbook, who is a more likely winner of the AFC next year? Of the AFC, is it the Cleveland Browns or the Cincinnati Bengals?
It's gotta be the Bengals. It's gotta be the Bengals, even with Deshaun Watson. Bengals.
Final answer?
Yeah.
So the Bengals are at plus 1,200 odds to win the AFC. The Browns are at plus 1,000 currently. Josh, the Browns are favored to win the AFC over the Bengals right now.
Idiotic. What?
Nuts. I saw that.
Deshaun Watson could get suspended and stuff.
Yeah, I knew I was going to ask a
I'd
question
be taking that
it.
bet. This is not financial advice, but
JL, are you ready for your question, or would you like to solve?
Just people are betting on it.
no, I need a question.
Okay, my question for you, JL, is who is more likely to win the AFC according to the FanDuel Sportsbook? Is it the Denver Broncos or is it the Baltimore Ravens?
To win the entire AFC?
To win the AFC.
I'm gonna go
AFC
Ravens.
Championship winner is what this category is called on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Sorry, where are you going?
Ravens.
Okay, the Ravens are at plus 1,100 to win the AFC. The Broncos are at plus 850. The
So
Broncos are
dumb.
currently favored to win the AFC
That's
according
so
to the
dumb.
FanDuel Sportsbook over the
FanDuel
Ravens.
Sportsbook, you're being dumb.
So, Dan, we made it back to you. Would you like a question? Would you like to solve, or would you like to buy another vowel?
Oh no, I can't solve, mate. Let's get another question up. Let's do that.
Okay. My question for you is, who had more rushing yards during the 2021 regular season? Was it Elijah Mitchell or was it Leonard Fournette?
Let's go, Lenny. Let's go, Leonard Fournette. Let's go.
I'm
Fournette.
sorry. It was Elijah Mitchell by over 100 yards, 963 to Leonard Fournette's 812. So, Josh, we are coming on to you. It looks like you might have figured something
I think
out.
I know I know what this puzzle is.
Are you going to solve, or would you like a question?
Do it, Josh. Do it.
I'm gonna just solve. I'll
Okay.
get the easy 1,000 points. I think it's Hey Dan Arnold.
It is. Hey, Dan Arnold. You
That's
got it
good.
absolutely right, Josh. Nice.
I figured
pull
out
on
Dan
that one.
Arnold. I was like, Dan. So Dan.
Oh,
we have
that's
a Dan
such a
here.
good
So I was
puzzle
like
timing.
Dan, and then I figured out Arnold. I was like, Dan Arnold. What show could this fit into? I don't know. And then
I thought the
Okay.
exclamation point might have been a little bit of a clue. Like if you started figuring
I
it out.
wasn't even anywhere close to there.
I feel like grammatically there should have been a comma after the hey. I might have caught on, but
Maybe. Dan, whenever you started saying, well, that second word really looks, I thought you were going to say like my own name and guess a D. And then you went the C route. And I was, you
Look
broke
what
my
you
heart a
saw.
little bit right there.
I was
But
stuck on the C too. I was thinking it was can.
Tim,
I didn't know
3
either.
minutes ago, got this one right with Hayden
Beautiful,
Arnold.
Tim.
I think before anyone here was even thinking about getting it right. Dan
Eric
got
goes, Tim, you animal.
it. Justin saying big brain Tim.
Big brain Tim.
I see you, Tim. And Mr. Scammers. Hey, I hope Daddy FanDuel's not watching. He's more like Fan Dumb Sportsbook.
Oh.
And some of those lines are a little
Those are the
little silly
same
there.
amount of letters and everything.
You guys ready for our next puzzle?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Big scores here. Big scores here.
Big scores, big brain Tim.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
we have a new category here. So what I did is I went to Garrett Wilson's draft profile on the NFL website, like his actual draft profile, and I took word for word a pro that NFL scouts have said about Garrett Wilson. They're all words you know. It's all football draft terms, but this is going to be word for word the words from an NFL scout about Garrett Wilson, the rookie wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay.
There's so many commas.
We're in rookie season, so we're going to talk about some rookies. JL.
He's real good at football and he runs fast. Is that it?
Run fast.
JL, would you like to solve? Oh, Eric
No.
in here saying too much reading. I'm out.
Yeah, for real.
Would you like a question, JL? Then?
Question. I have anxiety just looking at all this blank space.
Okay, JL, who had more passing yards during the 2021 NFL season? Which team had more passing yards? Was it the Arizona Cardinals or was it the Atlanta Falcons?
Falcons.
I am sorry. It was the Arizona Cardinals with 4,276 to the Falcons 3,713. Dan, that means we're coming to you. Would you like a question or would you like to solve?
Yeah, we'll get
Solve it, Dan.
I did ask for commas. I got my commas.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Okay,
good.
we're going to go to a question then. Dan, your question is who had more PPR fantasy points during the 2021 regular season? Was it Hunter Renfrow or was it Darnell Mooney?
Oh, it would have had to have been Renfrow, surely.
Renfrow is the correct answer. Oh, I thought that was your final answer. Well, it sounds like you were going there anyway. So, Dan, which letter would you like?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely Renfrow.
Well, I mean, you said Renfrow has to be a cheerleader, so
No questions about that. Let's go with a T. There's got to be a T in there somewhere. Has to be at least one.
There are three
Yeah.
T's in this puzzle, Dan, giving you $1,500 for this round. Would you like to buy a vowel? Solve?
All of them. I'm gonna bite some bullets. Let's buy an E.
An E.
I'm
There are three E's in this puzzle.
Let's buy a couple I's.
a couple.
There are three I's
few.
in this puzzle.
All right.
Wow.
How much? I'm just spending all my money. Let's buy it. Nah, let's go a question. I think I've got at least one word.
Okay, a question. My question for you is who had more passing yards during the 2021 regular season? Was it Kirk Cousins or was it Ryan Tannehill?
Cousins.
Cousins is absolutely correct. Which letter would you like?
Let's go. Lot of letters in here. Let's go an N. N.
Oh my God.
Woo-wee! 6 N's, Dan. That is going to add
So jealous.
$3,000 to your round
three
bank.
questions in a row.
Yeah.
You get 3 letters in a row correctly. You get to bank that money.
So this next question and letter, if you get them right, you will bank this money regardless of if you solve the puzzle. But what would you like to do here? Would you like to buy a vowel? Would you like to take another question? Or would you like to solve?
Oh no, I couldn't solve it. No, I am terrified of solving anything. Let's go. Let's buy an O.
An O.
It's got to be one.
There's one. Exactly.
There's exactly
Dan.
one.
I knew it. Let's go a question then. Let's do
Okay. A question. My question for you is who had more rushing yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more rushing yards? Was it Alvin Kamara or was it Joe Mixon?
that. Mixon.
Mixon is absolutely correct. Which letter
Get
would
the
you
letter
like?
right, you bank it, Danny. You take a huge lead. It's a tough letter, though.
I mean, let's go an S. It's
That's
got to be
what
one
I would've
S.
gone with.
Okay, there's just
That's
got to
what I
be one
would've
S
gone
up there, and you bank this money. There
Yeah.
are 4 S's, adding another
Jail, we're
2,000
screwed.
I
to your total,
know.
Dan, and you are going to bank that money.
But you gotta solve it.
No. See, I told you, this was my fear. I'd get letters and blank. I don't know what I'm doing here. So what do we
We got
do
5
now?
seconds to solve, Dan.
Not a chance.
Okay, then we are going to
You
move
won
on
this round already,
to
though,
Josh.
I just gotta
Josh.
buy more vowels. That's all. That's my job. My job is buy vowels. I feel like I'm the Scottie Pippen here. I'm just gonna keep laying them up. Someone can be Jordan. I'm good with that.
Josh, do you want a question or would you like to solve?
I'm trying to solve, but I can't do it.
Damn it.
You solved it? You solved?
Got a little bit, yeah. Oh.
Okay, give me a question.
Okay, my question for you is, Josh, which team had more rushing touchdowns last season? Which team had more rushing touchdowns? Was it the San Francisco 49ers or was it the Denver Broncos?
More rushing touchdowns. Oh man, that's probably close. I'm going to go with the 49ers.
The 49ers are correct with 22 to the Broncos 16. Which letter would you like, Josh?
C.
C? Final answer?
Yeah.
There is one.
I know there's one. I only know one word so far.
What the heck is that? I didn't even know it's a word.
Now. Okay, give me our question.
Okay, another question for Joshua. Okay, Josh, my question for you is which team had more sorry, my brain just went completely blank right there. Which team had more passing touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? Which team had more passing touchdowns? Was it the Green Bay Packers or was it the Minnesota Vikings?
I don't know.
Reaction.
The Packers.
The Packers are absolutely correct, Josh, by 5 passing touchdowns. Which letter would you like?
There's got to be a D, right? Give me that D.
Give him the D.
Give me that D.
4 Ds, Josh. Adding 2,000 to your total. Would you like to solve, or would you like another question, or would you like to buy a vowel?
Let me buy an A.
How are these
A.
words?
1, 2, 3 A's in this puzzle, Josh. What are you going to do
buy
next?
A U.
A U. This will be our last vowel. There is 1 U in there. And we are running out of letters. What would you like?
I don't know the last word.
Okay, Josh, your question is, who had more PPR fantasy points during the regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points? Was it Brandon Cooks or was it Jacoby Myers?
I know that. Okay, well, I'm sorry. More PPR fantasy points, Brandon Cooks or who?
Jacoby Myers.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks is correct. Which letter would you like?
Give me an R.
2
And
R's,
I
going
wanna
to add
solve.
another 1,000. Okay, and Josh, go ahead and solve.
Hands are instinctive, sudden, and strong.
Yeah.
Instinctive.
You got it, Josh. Garrett
Oh
Wilson's
my
hands are
God.
instinctive, sudden, and strong, according to NFL scouts.
I had no idea what that second line word was, and the only thing that was in my head was instinctile, which doesn't sound like a word at all. And so I'm like if this gets to me, I'm just gonna have to guess that because I have no idea what this word is.
Jay said something intestines. So close, Jay. But guys, Mr. Scampers, 3 minutes ago with
Wow.
You got hands are instinctive, sudden, and strong. Nice job,
Instinctive.
Mr.
Wow.
Scampers,
Good
on
job.
that one.
I don't know if
Good
I've
job.
ever
Saying
seen
bang.
or heard that word in my life.
Bam.
Instinctive.
I love Eric said the concept of instinctive hands is amazing to me.
Yeah, what does that mean?
They just go to the ball like automatically, you know.
It's instinctive.
I kind of understand. I mean, I understand it. I would agree. Garrett Wilson has his hands just are.
Can't wait
like,
to see
they're
it.
magnetized to the ball, you know.
Yeah. And Scott saying he's collected a 38-minute rule
Magnetic.
of the
Say
FYF guys
magnetic.
saying give me a D. Yep. And you know what? More times than not, I think that people slip the word the in there instead of A. They know what they're doing. But nice job, Josh and Dan. You guys both had pretty good rounds there. Dan with an incredible round. Josh with a very good round in jail. Put you in a little bit of a hole. But I'm going to tell you now, there are some other long puzzles here. We're going straight to a similar one. Brees Hall profile.
Instinctile.
It is very similar.
Whoa.
Oh, what happened there? Who did that?
I've never seen
I
that before.
accidentally
I like it.
tapped my trackpad on the wrong button. We get full screen layout.
No!
I'm wondering what happens if we do this.
Whoa.
Oh, just JL. Okay, cool. Oh, that's kind of
That's
cool.
all- wait, you can see all of us, right?
What's
we're
up,
down
guys?
Now we can.
Woo.
Huh. I don't like this.
Gets our
I like this
scores.
better on the side right there.
Yeah, me too.
But JL, we are starting with you since Josh solved that puzzle. And you know what? It's only right that we start with you. You get your first shot at this
I
one.
wish
Would
we
you
could
like to
make one of
solve?
us really small. Like just make Josh's box like much smaller than our boxes.
I'll
That
work
would
on
be
making
funny.
Josh's box smaller.
Josh's box.
Josh's box. JL, would you like a question or would you like to solve?
Question, please.
Okay, JL, my question for you is who had more PPR fantasy points during the regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points during the regular season? Was it Adam Thielen or was it Tyler Lockett?
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett is correct. 241.4
Nice try.
to Adam Thielen's 199.8. Which letter would you like?
I'll take a T.
T. There are 2 T's, JL. Going to add $1,000 to your round bank. Would you like to buy a vowel, or would you like
take another question?
Okay, another question for JL. This question is going to be from the Fanduel Sportsbook. Who is a more likely AFC champion according to the Fanduel Sportsbook for next season? Is it the New England Patriots, or is it the Indianapolis Colts?
The New England Patriots, you mean?
Yeah, the New England Patriots or the Indianapolis Colts?
The Patriots.
I'm sorry, it is the Colts at plus 1,300 to the Patriots at plus 2,200.
I'm just going to go the opposite of whatever I think for the FanDuel Sportsbook the rest of the game.
I would have gone Patriots there too, JL.
Dan,
they're in a tough division.
Yeah.
Compared to the Colts. So,
Dan, are you ready for your question?
Yep.
Okay, my question for you, Dan. We're staying in the FanDuel Sportsbook. Who is a more likely winner of the AFC champion? Is it the Miami Dolphins, or is it the Las Vegas Raiders?
Really? I think you'd have to say Vegas.
Final answer?
Sure.
Vegas is at plus 2,800, and the Dolphins are at plus 2,200 to win the AFC next year. The Dolphins are currently favored as the AFC champion. I guess the books are reacting to all this news.
It's because it's the division, the Raiders division. It's the same exact thing for like the last one a little bit.
I thought that as well, but I was like, well, maybe Adams turns the needle now.
The Dolphins, but then again, I was like, maybe Patriots and the Bills. The Patriots and the Bills are tough, so I don't know.
It's close.
Josh, are you ready for your question then?
No.
We're going to stay in the FanDuel Sportsbook. That's what we're doing here. My question for you is, according to the FanDuel Sportsbook, who is more likely to win the NFC? Is it the New Orleans Saints, or is it the Philadelphia Eagles?
The Eagles.
I'm sorry. The New Orleans Saints are at plus 2,000 and the Eagles are at plus 2,400. These ones have been getting you guys today, but Dale, that means we're back to you, and we're gonna take a break from the FanDuel Sportsbook. Are you ready for your question?
We need a break. I think we need a break.
I think we need a big break. I'm ready for my question.
Okay, my question for you is, which team ran more offensive plays during the 2021 regular season? Ran more offensive plays. Was it the Kansas City Chiefs, or was it the Las Vegas Raiders?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs are correct, JL. Which letter would you like?
I'll take an R.
An R. There are 3 R's. JL, going to add another 1,500 to your total. Would you like to buy a vowel? Would you like a question, or would you like to solve?
I'll take another question.
Okay, we're going to move to another question, JL. My question for you is, which player had more passing yards during the 2021 regular season? Was it Joe Burrow, or was it Aaron Rodgers?
Rodgers.
I'm sorry, it was Joe Burrow by about 500 yards. Joe Burrow had more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers, which means we're going to move on to Dan. Dan, are you ready for your question, or would you like to solve?
No, I can't solve this.
Okay, then we're going to move on to a question. My
that.
question for you is, who had more rushing yards during the 2021 regular season? Was it Ezekiel Elliott, or was it Devin Singletary?
Man, Zeke was half cooked. Gross. Zeke
is correct with over 1,000 yards, and Devin Singletary had about 870. So, Dan, which letter would you like?
I think I've got one of the words sorted, so let's go S.
S. There are 2 S's in this puzzle. So, Dan, that's going to add 1,000 to your total. Would you like to buy a vowel? Would you like a question?
Oh man, I'll buy all the vowels. E.
E. There are 2 E's, Dan. What would you like to do next? Would you like a question or a vowel?
Let's go a question.
Okay, we are going to go question. My question for you is, who had more PPR fantasy points during the regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points? Was it Michael Carter, or was it Alexander Madison?
That's actually tough. I'm going to say Carter. I know Madison went off for like 3 or 4 games when he started, but I think Carter might have had him just, I think.
Final answer?
I don't like betting on the Jets. Yeah, Michael Carter.
Michael Carter is correct. Nice job, Dan. It paid off betting on the Jets. Which letter would you like?
Let's go an M. M for Mike.
Mother.
There we go.
All right.
That's going to add 1,000. And was that the second or the third? I think it was the second.
That was my second.
That was your second one. So would you like, or wait, because JL has 2,500. He got the T's for 1,000 and then one of the other letters. And then there's only 4 letters up there. So you did get 2. So Dan, would you like a question? Would you like to solve or would you like to buy a vowel?
No, I'll need another question there. Thank you.
Okay. Who had more PPR fantasy points during the 2021 regular season? Was it Dallas Goedert or was it TJ Hawkinson?
Oof. Got it.
Goddard is correct, Dan. So if you get this letter, you are going to bank all of this money.
Well,
which letter would you like?
Well, I think the obvious one might be the letter N. I'm going to take the points.
Yeah.
There are 3 N's. That is going to add 1,500 to your total, Dan. You get 5 seconds to try to solve this.
Not a chance. So something, no.
Okay.
I think I got most of it.
Do you want to solve or do you want to
No, I can't solve. I got
a little bit of it, but no.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, would you like a question then?
Yeah.
Okay, Josh.
And I think Dan's going to get to bank his money, right?
Oh, yeah, good call.
And then JL is going to keep that 25.
Yep.
My wife's gonna be so happy. I'm gonna be like, I won $900 today.
We'll send it to
I haven't
you
won it
podcast.
yet. No, actually, Wheel of Fortune, you get to keep what you won. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Josh, which team ran more plays during the 2021 regular season? Which team ran more plays? Was it the Los Angeles Rams or was it the Tennessee Titans?
The Rams.
I'm sorry, it was the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans were 6th in the league with plays run with 1,133. The Rams are all the way down to 18. So that means, JL, we are coming to you. Are you ready for your question or would you like to solve?
No, I'm ready for a question.
Okay. Or you could buy a vowel also. You have enough money.
No.
Okay. My question for you, JL, is who had more receiving touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? Who had more receiving touchdowns? Was it Stephon Diggs or was it Austin Eckler?
Oh no, I don't know. I'll go Eckler.
I'm sorry, it was Diggs with 10 to Eckler's 8, which means, Dan, we are coming to you. Are you ready for your question?
You really did not need this to happen. Come on, man. I've got no
okay.
idea. Yeah.
Dan, or would you like, or do you want to solve?
I can buy vowels, right? Let's buy a vowel.
Oh, no, you can't. You can't buy vowels because we banked that money. You're starting over with a fresh bank.
But you get to keep that money. You know, that's fine.
I'll get all that money.
Who needs vowels? You got money.
Okay, my question for you, Dan, is who had more rushing touchdowns during the regular season? Who had more rushing touchdowns? Was it Damian Harris or was it Nick Chubb?
A bit of a trick one. I'm going to Damian Harris.
Damian Harris is absolutely correct with 15 to Nick Chubb's 8. Nice job, Dan. Which letter would you like?
Oh, boy. Let's go H.
Okay.
H.
There is one H in this puzzle. Going to add another 500. Would you like a question? Would you like to buy a vowel or would you like to solve?
Question it up. Let's go.
I know what it is.
Okay. Who had more PPR fantasy points during the 2021 regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points? Was it Deontay Johnson or was it Chris Godwin?
Johnson.
Johnson is absolutely correct. And that one was a little closer than I intended, Dan, but you got it anyways. Which letter would you like?
Let's go L.
L from Dan. There are 2 L's in this puzzle. Going to add another 1,000. This is your last opportunity to buy vowels. Otherwise, we'll go into that final question.
Let's buy some A's.
A's. There are 2 A's in this puzzle, Dan.
I'm just going to buy more. Let's get some O's.
O's. There are 4 O's in this puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you like to solve? Would you like to buy another vowel? Or would you like a question?
Okay. I'll try solving. Is it? Actually, no, I can't. No, I'm having a blank.
So would you like a question then? Or would you like to buy another vowel?
Oh, my God. I'm having a blank. I knew this would happen. Question. Let's do it.
Okay. Your question is who had more PPR fantasy points during the regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points? Was it Melvin Gordon or was it Chase Edmonds?
Edmonds.
I'm sorry, it was Melvin Gordon with 195 to Chase Edmonds, 143. So, Josh, we're coming to you. Would you like to solve, or do you want a question?
I guess I'll just solve. Touchdown monster from all ranges.
I thought those said Tushmoon. Touchdown. That makes more sense.
You got this one. And Mr. Scammer's in the chat going, Dan, like you were so close. But you know what? You got a big lead anyway, so I don't think it's
whatever,
gonna matter.
bro.
Josh, you're gonna bank $1,000 for that one.
I can't buy my pride back though. That's the problem.
You got the pride from answering every trivia question freaking right.
Guys, this was a team effort in the chat. They were getting there. Touchdown something. Tim said touchdowns. Then we got touchdown creator something, touchdown creator from all ranges. Then we got touchdown monster from any range, touchdown monster any ranges. And then finally Dame, Brady and Mr. Scamper's got all ranges, and Dame put it all together. Touchdown monster from all ranges. That was like 6 minutes ago. Touchdown creator. But Breece Hall, touchdown monster from all ranges is what they're saying about him. Dan, you've got a big lead.
Scott said Hall is very instinctile with Tushmoons.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would describe him that way.
Yeah.
You guys ready for your next puzzle? I think we got time for one more.
All right, let's squeeze it in. Oh.
We got shit Twitter analysts say. That's what this category is. Shit Twitter analysts say. So this is something that you might see tweeted by a Twitter analyst in this community.
Yeah, the chat.
Josh, you got that one correct. So that means we're starting with JL. JL, are you ready for your first question?
Oh, yeah.
Or would you like to solve?
No.
Okay, JL, my question for you is, which player had more rushing touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? Who had more rushing touchdowns? Was it Austin Eckler or was it Leonard Fournette?
Stop asking me Austin Eckler questions. Leonard Fournette.
I'm sorry, it was Austin Eckler with 12.
Of course it was.
Leonard Fournette's 8, a 4 touchdown difference there. That means, Dan, we are coming to you. Are you ready for your next question? He's nodding his head. Okay, Dan, your question is, who had more receiving touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? Who had more receiving touchdowns? Was it Jamar Chase or was it Mark Andrews?
Andrews.
I'm sorry, it was Jamar Chase with 13 to Andrews 9. Josh, that means we are coming to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. I'm going to take the lead, Dan. Watch out.
Who had more receiving touchdowns, Josh? Who had more receiving touchdowns? Was it Adam Thielen or was it Tyler Lockett?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Tyler Lockett didn't have over 10, right? So Adam Thielen had like 8 or 9. Did Tyler Lockett get to 10? I don't think so. I'm going to go with Adam Thielen.
You were almost spot on with your analysis, but you got to the right answer. Adam Thielen had 10 to Tyler Lockett.
You scared me.
Tyler Lockett had 8. Adam Thielen did hit that double-digit touchdown mark. So, Josh, you're going to get to guess a letter here. What letter would you like?
I'll take a S.
There are 3 S's, Josh. Going to add 1,500 to your total right here. What would you like to do now?
Just give me another question.
Okay, another question. Who had more PPR fantasy points during the 2021 regular season? Who had more PPR fantasy points? Was it AJ Green or was it Tyler Boyd?
I think that's probably really close. AJ Green or Tyler Boyd? Oof. Tyler Boyd was just more consistent throughout the year. I'll go with Boyd.
You nailed it, Josh. Tyler Boyd is absolutely correct. Which letter would you like?
I'll take an L.
An L?
Yeah, you will.
There are 2 L's, Josh. You took the double L with that one.
L big time.
Let me buy a couple vowels. Let me buy an E.
An E? There are 4 E's in this puzzle, Joshua. Going to subtract 400 from your total.
I don't want to buy any more vowels. I want to buy more vowels.
Okay, so you want another question or would you like to solve?
Yeah, just give me a question.
Okay, Josh, my question for you is, which team had more passing yards during the 2021 regular season? Was it the Las Vegas Raiders or was it the Baltimore Ravens?
More passing yards, the Raiders or the Ravens? It's the Raiders.
The Raiders is absolutely correct, Josh. Which letter would you like?
Should I take the easy one or?
I don't get. I don't get this at all.
Take an N.
There is one N, Josh. Gonna have 500 your total.
That first
Wait, so
sentence
Josh,
makes no sense to me.
That was your third one, right? You did the S's, the L's.
Yeah.
So you get 5 seconds to try to solve this. Then we're gonna move on to
this.
Okay, JL, are you ready?
But I get to bank it.
I guess.
Someone in the chat got it. Don't look, but someone got it. I'm proud
I get
of
to
that.
bank my stuff.
Yes, I will bank that for you right now.
Simon,
Joshua.
bank his stuff, please.
Okay, Josh, there's your freaking money. JL,
do it.
Would you like a question?
Count it up, Josh. Count it up. Make sure it's all there. Yes, I would like a question, please.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, JL, my question is for you: is which team had more rushing yards during the 2021 regular season? Which team had more rushing yards? Was it the Cleveland Browns or the Denver Broncos?
Okay.
The hiccups, man.
Sorry, you said Browns or Broncos and
rushing yards?
Browns.
The Browns is absolutely correct, JL. Which letter would you like?
Let's go with an H.
An H. There are 4 H's.
That's the one I should have taken.
JL. Nice job. JL took that H while Josh took the L. What would you like to do?
I would be in the lead if I went with H instead of N.
Yeah, I'll buy a vowel. I'll buy an O.
An O. There is one O.
I'll buy an A as well.
There are 3 A's in this puzzle, JL. I'm going to subtract another 300 from your total. What would you like to do now?
I will take another question.
Okay, my question for you, JL, is who had more receiving yards during the 2021 regular season? Who had more receiving yards? Was it Mike Williams or was it Darnell Mooney?
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams is absolutely correct. Which letter would you like? And JL, is this your third one or is this your second one? Was H first or was H second?
I don't remember.
H was first. This is his second one right here because H got you to 2,000 and you bought $400 worth of vowels. Yep. Which letter would you like here?
I will take a T.
T.
That's over.
Is JL just about to win the game now?
There are
or
8
what's that?
T's, JL. Going to add 50.
I would like to solve.
Okay, JL. What is it?
Josh Allen. That's it. That's the tweet.
You got it, JL. Josh Allen. That's it. That's the tweet.
I get it.
And that is going to add 5,600 to your total.
High scoring game.
Putting you at 6,600.
No, it's over. And I don't
even have enough time for another puzzle, JL. You tried to make that last second comeback, but you didn't quite get there. And Mr. Scaber said, Mother Jesus of T's, JL. Yeah, that one letter was almost enough to get you back in this game.
I almost didn't guess T, too. I almost went R.
Justin, a couple minutes ago in here, got Josh Allen. That's it. That's the tweet. Nice solve, Justin, on that one. Tried to mix it up a little bit with that puzzle, but guys, Dan did too much in the trivia game for you guys to even stand a chance today. He pulled ahead $9,100, and you guys could not catch him.
Whatever, Dan.
Congrats on the W, but Josh and JL, great game from you guys as well.
Yeah, it was all right.
That's actually true now.
Dan killed it. Dan killed it. Dan killed it.
Show me what winning looks like without winning. That's this is it.
You did a great job.
We got the game set up. You can win solving puzzles. You can win with the trivia, and you won with the trivia today, Dan. Guys, if you are not already following our friend Dan on Twitter, go and do that right now. He's a champion, as you saw today, and you can find him on Twitter at the B League Says. It is right there below his beautiful face whenever we don't have comments up here. But make sure you guys go and follow him over here. And the chat's going wild for you, Dan. They're loving your win. But thank you so much for joining us today. Appreciate you taking the time.
This was fantastic. It was always a bunch of fun. Everyone should be already, if not subscribed and watching this on a daily basis. It's fun to miss out on. It's a great thing you guys have got going here. It's wonderful. Keep going.
Oh, we appreciate
really
that.
Appreciate it, Dan.
It means the world
and now I'm sure these guys are going to want you to come back to get some redemption against you. They played strong.
We're not ending it like that.
I'll be the first 3-time guest. How about that?
The first 3
Definitely.
Next year, Dan.
Yeah, 10 months from now, we'll have you back on, and you'll be the first 3-time guest.
Yeah,
for Quick Flash.
There we go.
Guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. Another big thank you to our guest, Dan, and a big thank you to everybody in the chat that played along with us today. Shout out to some of you guys with the tough solves on some of those puzzles. Man, those were wild. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time with some more fantasy football game show fun. But until then, we are out of here. Adios, everybody.
Peace.
Arrivederci.
Fun.